I've come for a walk in Ecclesall churchyard. It's a beautiful morning, and I've been thinking a lot about guidance and God's plans and the relationship between our plans and our purposes in life and God's sovereign and divine guidance. Because recently, me and my wife went through a terrifying experience where we were shipwrecked off the coast of Panama, and we lost our belongings, and we ended up having to come back to the UK. And we're now thinking a lot about our plans and our next steps in life, and it's got us thinking about what's God's will for us a lot. And God's spoken to us really clearly through some verses in James chapter 4 verses 13 to 15 say this: "Come now, you who say, today or tomorrow we'll go to such and such a town and we'll stay there for a year and we'll trade and we'll make a profit, yet you do not even know what tomorrow will bring. What is your life? You are a mist that appears for a short time and then vanishes. Instead, you ought to say, if God is willing, we will do this or that." These verses bring home a really awesome truth, something that we can take a lot of encouragement from. It's a relationship between our plans and God's sovereignty. Both are true. If you're one of those people who wants to have God's will in your life and you want to know that He's with you every step of the way, and therefore you don't want to make your own plans because God might have something for you, don't worry. God is sovereign over your life and He can work with and through your plans. If you're one of those people, like James is describing here, who overplans meticulously every detail of life because you want it to be an exact way, but you're not making any reference to God, then think about God's goodness toward you. Think about His sovereignty. He is real. He does have plans for you. He can lead you and He can guide you, and He actually wants to, and His plans are for the very best. It reminds me of a verse in Proverbs. Proverbs 16 verse 9 says this: "The heart of a man plans his way, but the Lord establishes his steps." And there's a beautiful synergy here between our plans for ourselves and our own purposes and God's sovereign divine calling and plans for our life. And these two things aren't in conflict. So plan, but submit your plans to God. Commit your life to Him. Listen to Him. Seek His guidance and be ready that God might speak or call you to do things, or be ready that God might not speak and He might bless exactly what you're planning to do. God's a living, dynamic being who's in relationship with us. There are no hard and fast rules with God's guidance, but He has given us a heart, He's given us vision, He's given us brains, He's given us wisdom for a reason. So use them, but use them with humility. Use them knowing that God is in control and His plans for us are for the absolute best.